Hey, how long are you guys going to stay in this house? I've had enough of this. I want you to leave. Oh, Elia, just in time. I don't think I'll be home for a while, so could you vacuum the house for me? And clean the bathroom too. What? Why do I have to do that? Cleaning is your job, right? I mean, you're unemployed, so why don't you do all the housework? You can't even have a baby. You have to serve me as a servant, you know, loser. Are you listening to me? If you understand, get the hell out of here, clean up, and get out. No, I'm in the middle of a fever right now. I'm going to win more than 10,000. Huh? Are you gambling? I'm so dumbfounded. You're gambling while you're away from your job. I can't take a bath because you don't clean the bathtub. You and your husband are parasites who live in our house without even having children. I can't stop. We can splurge tonight. What shall we have? Maybe some sushi. Are you listening to me? I told you to get out of there. When Grayson gets back from his business trip, he's going to move in with us. You guys are in my way and I don't need you here, so get the hell out. The old man next door offered to buy me a cup of coffee. I guess he wants to share some of my winnings in return, but it's warm coffee. So, that's how you can't even listen to what people have to say. You're right, infertile women are on a low level. No. No matter how you think about it, they are on a high level. Because I make a living gambling. Gambling is a game for the lowest of the low. Having a woman like you in my house is bad for the kids, so will you stop it? How does it work that my gambling is bad for Elia's baby? Shut up! Just get the hell out of here! I came all the way back here to have a baby, but I can't even have a baby like this. I'll support you when you have the baby, don't worry. Besides, won't you be more relaxed at home without me? So get your ass out here and clean the bathtub. Wait a minute, 1 minute. You're telling me to get out of the house, and the next minute you're telling me to come back? What the hell is going on? Oh no, I'm panicking. As expected of the idiot Dylan, he has no discernment for a woman. It's a real nuisance for my relatives to have to pick up this bottom fender trash. Sorry, I'm going out for a drink with the old man next door, so I'll be home late. Sorry. Huh? You're going out for a drink with the old guy sitting next to you at the gambling place? That's insane. Well, it's a long story. Well, Dylan should be heading home soon, so if you need anything, I'll be there. Just pack up your stuff and leave with Dylan today. I'm going to be insane and infertile if I stay with you. If I leave, can I mail your stuff to you later? It's so bulky, it'll be easier. Of course, if you leave, I'll ship it to you. Well, I might sell some of the money though, right? Oh, you do the shipping? No, that's okay. I'm sorry about that. Well, if you're going to bother Elia like that, I'd rather not leave. Enough! I really can't stand that kind of attitude either. It's a child's idea to just let it slide like that, you know? What? Because you don't really mean it, do you? Huh? Of course I really want you to leave. I don't want a bottom-feeding, filthy parasite like you. Oh, really? I thought it was like wrestling. Infertile couples who can't even have children, get the hell out of my parents' house. I won't forgive you if you give my child any germs. Okay, well, good luck. Go away, parasites! I'll leave your stuff outside.
Oh, we're moving out? That's not good. It's too much trouble to find a new place.
Elia was so insistent that we leave. When is Dylan coming home? I need you to check on her.
I found a wild boar in the forest and was playing with it. I'll be home soon.
Oh, communicating with nature. Well, I'm sorry, but please, I can't leave just yet.
What are you doing over there?
I'm having a drink with an old guy I met at the gambling place.
Okay, I'll see you at home tonight. Let's spend our last night at the house.
Yeah. How's that? I left your stuff out for you so you could pack easily, didn't I?
Where was the talk about mailing it to me?
What? I mailed it to you. I mailed it to you from my house to your yard.
Damn, I can't say it back. Perfect logic.
So, goodbye. Oh, I can finally be happy now that parasites like you are gone. I bet your father and mother are happy too. I've done my filial duty.
Filial piety. Well, I don't know. I hope I really did.
What's with that tone of voice? No matter how you think about it, you did have filial piety, didn't you?
Did you talk to your parents?
I didn't talk to them, but it's obvious that they were trying to get rid of you guys. I'm glad it's bad luck to have an infertile woman in the house. Well, I'll leave you to it. what's going on? The management company keeps asking for the rent. You must have set this up.
You set this up, didn't you? I'm just wondering if it's possible. If they're asking for the rent, maybe you haven't been paying.
Shut up! It's not right that we're being asked for rent in the first place. It's our house. What's with the management company?
Hey, what's with the management company? Basically, you don't know what they manage, do you? Well, I guess they manage a lot of things.
I don't care about that. Why are they asking me to pay rent?
Alaya, you know the house? I'll pay you every month, and I promise the owner that I'll pay you every month. And he lets me live there.
Don't make fun of me. I at least know what renting means. What? Our house is a rental?
Didn't Dylan tell you?
You can't have a real conversation with Dylan. I don't even want to know that he was my brother. So Alina is the one who has been paying the rent.
Me and Dylan paid it together. $240,000 a month. That's a lot.
$240,000? Wait, what do you want me to do?
Well, up until now it's been transferred from my account, but when I left, I had them transfer the money directly to my account. So it's okay, please transfer the money to the account posted on the refrigerator.
That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm saying, how am I supposed to pay $240,000?
I do support you.
Damn. Hey, Dylan, I'm having trouble paying my rent. Can you lend me just this month's rent?
What? Ask Mom and Dad.
I've asked them many times, but they don't have any money at all. I heard they lost most of it playing, gambling, or horse racing or something. I didn't know that, but you did.
Oh, everyone around me gambles.
I don't care about that, just answer the question.
I don't know. I mean, it's a nice day for laundry, isn't it?
I don't care about that kind of talk.
Oh, that's right, I have a dryer at home.
You're a real hard to talk to brother, seriously. You really need to work on your personality.
Your eyes are done since you look directly at the sun in the morning.
Why don't you listen to me seriously for a minute? I'm your sister. What the hell do you think you're doing not telling me about our parents or the rent?
Well, I don't know. You kicked us out of your own house. I don't think it's right to ask for help when you're in trouble. My parents are gamblers and they're broke. So Alina and I moved in with them to help pay the rent. And you're the one who lived in California without contacting me.
Well...
And moving back to your parents' house is just because it's cheaper. It's been almost 10 years since I've been back home. Maybe you're having fun in California, getting married, getting pregnant, and having a good time. But we're the ones who took care of them during that time.
Wait!
It's not like I didn't tell you that they were broke. I didn't even know they were broke because you didn't call or answer the phone. I don't think you have any right to put on a big face. I don't think you're entitled to a big face, so you're on your own now that you kicked us out.
No, that's...
The weather is so nice. I'm going to go play in the woods again.
Hey,
Sorry, I can't do it no matter how many times you ask me. We bought that condo we've been dreaming of. I can't leave.
Wait, I'm really sorry. That's why I want you to live with me again.
But it's a condo, and it's on the top floor. It's not good, is it? Someday I want to live in a house surrounded by nature. Well, I thought I'd like to experience what it's like to be a celebrity.
That's great, but if you have the money to live on the top floor of a condo, I'm sure you could help me out a little.
No. There's no way I have that kind of money. I met an old man at the gambling place last month. He's some kind of real estate tycoon. He took a liking to me so much that he let me buy it for a very reasonable price.
The old man you were talking about before? The one that was sitting next to you at the gambling place?
That's right. You never know what kind of luck you'll get. I mean, if you can't afford the rent, why don't you just move out?
I don't have that kind of money. I don't have any savings at all.
What about your husband, Mr. Grayson?
I can't tell Grayson. I can't tell him that my parents are renting. I didn't even have any savings because I knew that if I moved into my parents' house, I wouldn't have to pay rent.
I feel sorry for the kids who are being raised by people who don't think that far ahead. Well, we'll get through this together as a couple, right? See you later.
Wait a minute, you're abandoning me? I'm really sorry, so help me, please.
I may not have the right to help you. Bye then.
I don't care, then I'll just leave this house alone and run away. Because I can't do that. I can't afford to pay $240,000 in a rent. I have no choice but to run away.
Isn't that terrible? Stop it.
Shut up. I don't care anymore. What do you mean?
Huh? Did I pee my pants in excitement?
There's a wild boar at our gate.
Oh, I wondered if it's the boar Dylan was friendly with. Does it look well?
What should I do? I can't leave the house. It keeps looking at me and I'm scared.
I knew it. I think it's a sign from God that you shouldn't leave the house.
I guess that's what it is. I know, right? I know that. I have to be strong myself.
Oh.
I didn't realize it until Dylan told me. I've been so selfish in my life, and now I finally understand. It's what I did, and I shouldn't run away from it. I can't run away with a wild boar anymore.
You don't think he's reformed? Wild boars are amazing.
I'm going to be honest with Grayson and try my best from now on. I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Oh yeah, that's what you should do. That's good. Oh no, that's good, that's good, that's good. He really seems to be sorry for what he did. It's a happy ending.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you come back to my place? I've been so busy talking about myself that I haven't been able to talk to Dylan or Alina properly.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that, because I don't want to put dirty germs on my kids.
Aliyah decided to stay with their parents. Her husband, Mr. Grayson, after 3 big fights with her, managed to show understanding, and now they're working together to find a cheap place to rent while working out the rent. Their father-in-law and mother-in-law also seem to be aware of the trouble they are causing their family, and even though they are both in their 70s, they are now working part-time. I think they should have done that since they were there, but oh well, it's progress. Aliyah is doing her best, and we decided to resume her financial support as well, since she had just had a child and it was indeed very difficult for her. A few years later, to our surprise, we have joined the family and now living together as 3 families in a newly purchased house. We met an old man at the gambling place who sold us the house at a reasonable price, which saved our lives. I never thought it would end up like this. You never know what life has in store for you.
Aaron, I'm about to clock out.
Okay. Good job today.
You had the day off, right? Are you at home now?
I've been home all day.
Could you go ahead and take a bath? I made some food in advance, so dinner will be ready to eat right away. Once you've finished bathing, all that's left is to hit the hay.
Ah. Was the plan to eat the food you prepped?
Yes, it was. Was there something wrong? You don't want to eat what I prepped?
No, that's not it. It's just that the food you prepped is gone.
What happened? Did you eat it?
It got thrown out.
What? You threw it out? I worked hard cooking that on my day off. Why would you do that?
I didn't throw it out. It was my mom.
Huh? Did your mother come over again?
She cooked me a meal. But our fridge was filled with the food you'd prepped, right? So she threw out your food and put hers in before she left.
That's the worst. Why didn't you stop her? I worked hard on that.
Well, if I'd stopped her, my mom would have been nagging me. It's better to throw out your food than to make my mom mad.
But it didn't need to be thrown away. You could have just eaten all my prepped food tonight. It feels like she purposely threw it out.
What's done is done. We can't help it. Let it go. Let's eat my mom's cooking tonight. She put a lot of effort into it. I guarantee it tastes good.
But are you okay with eating your mother's cooking?
What do you mean, okay?
You've been on a low-salt, low-carb diet since your health screening. Your mother's cooking tends to be fatty and heavily seasoned. I don't think you should be eating that right now.
Well, as long as I don't eat it every day, it should be fine, right? I think we can finish it in about a week. Once we finish it, I'll get back to my low-salt diet.
Won't your mother bring more of her cooking by the time we run out? If we accept it once, she'll take it as a sign to keep doing it, you know?
That's when you'll have to find a way to politely say no.
Why me? You should be the one to say that.
She's making this food for me. If I say no, it'll cause a conflict.
If I'm the one who says it'll cause even more conflict, she might think of me as a rebellious wife if I decline.
That's why you have to figure out how to say it nicely.
Don't be so irresponsible. You always push troublesome matters onto me. Can't you cut it out?
Don't say that my mom is troublesome.
Well, she is though. She often barges into our home and does unnecessary things like today.
But she's doing it for me. It's a mother's love, wanting her son to eat his favorite food. You can't just push her away.
I'm not sure about that. You're not a child anymore, you know? You're a mature adult who's married and has a family. Isn't your mother being too intrusive?
Well, yeah. But she's doing it out of concern for me. So it can't really be helped, right?
So am I just supposed to be okay with this? Every time your mother meddles, I end up feeling awful.
You're so narrow-minded. Most older people are meddlesome. Stop making a fuss over small things. Are you going through menopause or something?
Don't you think anyone would complain if their cooking was thrown out? Why are you always defending your mother? Just so you know, I'm also angry about your attitude.
I told you, there's no use talking to my mom. She won't listen. Don't take away the small joy of an old lady whose days are numbered.
Hey, can I have a word with you? Your mother just dropped off a ton of homemade face masks.
What? Why face masks?
She says she wants you to use them. She thinks store-bought face masks are bad for the skin, so she wants you to use her homemade ones. There must be about 50 of them here.
No, I won't be using them. I believe the store-bought face masks are much more better in quality.
Well, then you tell your mother that. Remember when she gave us a bunch of hand-knitted sweaters and scarves? You never used them, so they're just stashed away in our closet. It's frustrating when we receive stuff we won't use.
Mom really can be a handful. Who wears hand-knit sweaters these days? Anyway?
If you're not going to wear them, just throw them out. I'll throw out these face masks too, if you're not going to use them.
You can't just throw out stuff she made for me. We could use the face masks as rags or something.
These thin little pieces of cloth aren't suitable for rags. If you don't want them, you should return them to her.
What am I supposed to say to her? I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Just tell her the truth, that you don't need them. Stop accepting things and then leaving them out. Even when your mother left the food, I was the one who ended up eating the most part.
Well, I got tired of it.
I got tired of it too.
But you know, Mom's cooking is really not good for my body, right? If I eat my mom's cooking, it'll make my body feel unwell. My stomach will feel heavy, and it'll mess with my digestion.
That's why I told you to stop. So, what are we going to do about these face masks?
Maybe we can secretly sell them off. On some app like Poshmark or something.
Do you really think you can sell these? And besides, you're just going to dump this on me again, aren't you? I'm busy with my job too, you know? It's already a struggle balancing work with house chores.
All right, I'll take care of it eventually. Just leave them somewhere for now. I can use them to polish shoes or something.
You say that, but I bet you're just going to let them sit. Those sweaters have been sitting there for over a year now.
I promise I'll deal with it this time.
Don't disappoint me. And it's not just the face masks that she's been noisy about. She even wanted to start a vegetable garden in our backyard. Of course, I firmly refused.
A garden? In our tiny backyard?
Yeah, she said she wanted you to eat fresh vegetables.
Well, that's something. But why would she want to start a garden in our yard? She could do it at her own house.
I don't know. I can't understand your mother's way of thinking.
A vegetable garden, huh? But wouldn't that mean we wouldn't have to buy vegetables anymore? It's not entirely a bad idea, is it?
But in the end, it'll be me taking care of the garden, won't it? Give me a break. I absolutely hate bugs, and there's no way I can work on a garden. There's no way I could juggle work and gardening.
Oh, come on. At least make an effort.
I absolutely don't want to.
Well then, should we make her come over every day to tend the garden?
Hold on a sec. You want to have your mother over every day? That's going to drive me crazy.
Well, I guess having her around every day could be annoying.
Recently, I feel like your mother's meddling is escalating. I really wish she'd back off. When I said no to her about the garden, she tooted at me. Am I the bad one here?
Maybe it was the way you said it. You could have declined more gently.
If I was too gentle, I wouldn't have been able to stop her. I'm tired of dealing with your mother. I can't handle it all by myself anymore.
Can't we just let her do what she wants?
Are you serious?
That goes for the face masks and the food too. We should just accept her good intentions gracefully. If it makes her happy, why not?
If we let her do what she wants, your mother will just run wild.
Let it be. You could just allow her to create the garden too. That's a lot better than having her upset.
Here you go again, saying something irresponsible.
You're too hard on her. It's just some hobbies in her old age. Just let her have her way.
All right then. Okay, I'll let her do as she wishes. Don't blame me for whatever happens.
Hey, where are you? Are you out somewhere? Come back home right now. Mom is insisting on moving in with us.
That's right. Your mother wants to. So, I said okay.
What? You agreed to let her live with us? What are you thinking?
She's been asking to move in for a while now. I've always gently turned her down. But you said we should let her do as she pleases, didn't you? So I stopped saying no. She looked so happy.
Our small house doesn't have room for 3 adults. You'd be bothered too if she was living under the same roof, wouldn't you?
I'll be moving out. So it's fine.
What? You're joking, right?
I need some space from you for a while. I'll be staying at my sister's place. So you live together alone with your mother.
Why are you leaving? Saying you need space. What on earth happened?
Oh, you're so carefree. Haven't I told you many times? I'm tired of dealing with your overly intrusive mother.
Is that why you're leaving? For such a thing.
You say it's such a thing, but do you realize how much of my time has been taken away because of your mother? And it's so tiring to deal with her. It's 10 times more exhausting than work.
There's no need to leave because of that. Do I have to eat my mother's home-cooked meals every day from now on? It'll upset my stomach.
I don't care. If you hate it that much, you should push her out yourself. This happened because of you.
A person like you. Noon would leave just because they have a bit of dissatisfaction with their mother-in-law, you know? All right, do as you please.
Do as you please? You really love that phrase, don't you? Do as you please means I don't want to get involved because it's troublesome, right? You're such an irresponsible person.
The irresponsible one is you. You approved her living with us and then just left. You're abandoning your responsibility as a wife.
I've been burdened with responsibilities I shouldn't have to bear. She's your mother, you should take care of her.
Angela, I want you to come back. I'll apologize for everything that's happened. Please, come back home.
You look worn out. What happened?
I'm fed up with my mom's meddling. I think she still thinks I'm a child.
Well, I guess so. Otherwise, she wouldn't be so intrusive, right?
It's gotten worse. She came to my office because I came home late. Parents don't normally come to their grown child's office, right?
Did she go pick you up because she was worried about you?
That might be part of it, but she came to complain that they're overworking me. She barged into the office and started yelling at my boss.
Wow. That's really bad.
Because of that incident, I feel uncomfortable going to the office. I know that people at the office are gossiping about me being a mama's boy, especially the female staff. They give me cold looks. It's really tough.
She's taking advantage of you allowing her to move in, isn't she? And you probably haven't said anything. She probably thinks she can do anything for her son.
Her actions are no longer for my benefit. They're driving me into a corner.
I can't see myself wanting to return to such an environment. I'm still not coming back.
Please, come back. If you come back, even my mom would have to hold back, right? Then maybe she'd leave.
Your mother isn't the type to be humble. I think she'll try compete with me, and it'll probably get even more worse than now.
This is happening because of you. Do something about it.
It's not my fault. It's your fault for not being able to control your mother. If you don't like it, you should be clear about it.
I'm going to break down at this rate. I've been feeling unwell since I started living with my mom.
Well, eating something so rich and oily every day will of course make your health get bad. You're not young anymore, it's to be expected. And on top of that, you're practically a ticking time bomb for high blood pressure and diabetes.
I've grown tired of eating my mom's cooking. So recently, I've started to eat out more. But every time I do, she bombards me with calls and sends about 50 messages on the chat app. She's just so selfish.
She really treats you like a child, doesn't she? Her greasy meals are like something you'd feed a growing teenager, aren't they? It seems your mother doesn't realize you've become a middle-aged man.
I want to eat your cooking. I want to eat healthy and gentle meals.
I've been thinking about what to do these past 2 weeks, since I don't want to trouble my sister too. We can't keep living apart like this, can we?
That's right. So let's kick my mom out and return to our life together.
About that, I've thought hard and reached a conclusion. I've decided to go ahead with the divorce.
Hold on a minute. Divorce? Isn't that a bit of a leap?
You don't fully understand what I'm mad about. Do you? If I come home now, I'll just end up struggling again. That's why I think it's best for us to divorce.
I do understand. You're mad because I left the dealing with her all up to you, right?
See, you don't understand at all.
So what is it then?
The problem is, you never seriously confronted anyone. Not your mother, not me. That's why you could irresponsibly let your mother have her way. You didn't listen to my complaints, did you?
That's not true. I've been confronting things properly.
You can't control your mother, because you haven't really confronted her. Even now, you're in trouble, but you want me to fix it. The one who's most selfish isn't your mother, it's you.
In that case, from now on I'll properly confront you. I'll make sure to listen to your complaints. I'll keep distance from my mom and not let her burden you.
It's too late. I've been looking for a place to live, and I'm fully prepared to divorce. I'll do as I please, too.
No, wait. That's a problem. There's no way I can continue living with my mom.
Then why don't you tell your mother that? Why do I always have to get involved? You're a grown man. Speak your mind. If you can't do that, I won't care anymore. Why don't you stay as her precious little boy forever? My husband, who continued to eat his mother's cooking, saw his health deteriorate. He had to start taking medication for his blood pressure and other conditions. It seems that he developed a severe lifestyle disease. Although his mother takes care of him, their relationship can hardly be described as good, and he finds her bothersome. It seems that he is eager to find a girlfriend and get away from his mother as soon as possible. But his mother's presence hinders his search for a girlfriend. As long as he has this stumbling block called mother, no woman will want to marry him. However, while he complains about her, he continues to eat her cooking, which makes him a mama's boy after all. Getting divorced was truly the right decision.